Don't give up on dance. Welcome back, everyone. Well, you know, we live in an era of communication, right, don't we? Everybody communicates. Well, suppose you couldn't communicate. Suppose there was some kind of disconnect between what you were thinking and what your body could actually do. Well, that goes right to the heart of the matter of what muscular dystrophy is. And joining me today are two people involved with the association and a very interesting fundraiser that's about to happen here in our district. Joining me today is, I'll have to go to ladies first. This is Morgan Bernat, who is a fundraising coordinator for Muscular Dystrophy Association. Welcome. And also Kevin Box, who's a family care specialist. Welcome, Kev. Very nice to have you both here. You know what? I was thinking about what I was going to say at the open, but that's the thing that strikes me the most, is the idea that, you know, you're thinking about what you'd like to be able to do. We take it so for granted that we just do it, and that you can't do it, and that, wow, that could be very, very devastating. Now, you're a family care specialist, so as the title sort of indicates, you work a lot directly with families.
Absolutely.
And just give me a sense of what that's like.
Sure. So I get to interact with families on a weekly basis. On Thursdays and Fridays, I am at our care centers at Albany Med and at the University of Vermont Medical Center, and I get to meet our families. I get to discuss their care with the physicians, and I get to find out what's going on in their lives on a weekly basis, and continue to check in with them in pre and post visits as well.
Sure, and I bet that you get to know a lot about them.
Absolutely.
And you certainly know a lot about how this disease really affects people. As many of you know, we work a lot with Double H Ranch, and it's important to note that the fundraiser that's coming up helps provide these families with access to Double H during the summer. And, you know, I want to ask you, what goes on at Double H in the summer?
I mean, it's the best week out of the year for our kids that have the opportunity to go there. It's barrier-free. They can do things that their physical body under normal circumstances wouldn't necessarily provide them the ability to do. So ropes courses, horseback riding, swimming, arts and crafts, the ability to connect with other folks that are like them. So it's really and truly the best week out of the year for a lot of the kids that end up going there.
Yeah, sure. You know, we've seen it many, many times when we went up there. Important words to note here are barrier-free, right? Think about the barriers that these children face, but also the fact that Double H provides them with adaptive equipment and means to be able to experience things that we just take for granted. Rope walking, riding a horse. I mean, it's amazing, and the thing that always strikes me is the expression on the children's faces and their family members who frequently go and spend the week with their children, and the interaction between other families so they can compare notes on what it's like and what they're doing. You know, you talk about community outreach. Man alive, this is community outreach to the max. Now, you've been involved for 3 years, right? So you've been up there, and you volunteer too, don't you?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So what's it like?
It's, as Morgan indicated, it's a great experience, you know, to be able to be a camp counselor and to actually interact with a cabin of young boys or young girls that are, you know, of all walks. But, you know, we have our muscular dystrophy, neuromuscular disease children there, and it's just great to kind of get to know them on that level. Because I'm at the care centers, I get to see one side of the family. Being able to see them in the camp setting is a completely different experience, and it's fun to see those smiles.
Oh my God, yeah, I bet it is. They have a fundraiser now. We cover a lot of nonprofit organizations and a lot of fundraisers. This is one that really just, you think to yourself, what is this one about? It's called a lockup, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so hence the following description. Actually, you're going to give it, Morgan. You go ahead. So what happens?
I mean, it's a jail-themed event. So the day of the event, our arresting officers, which are our Saratoga firemen, which we work very closely with, they pick you up at work. They have a warrant for your arrest. They bring you down to Saratoga National. We hold you there for an hour, give you our version of bread and water, which is obviously a really nice meal from Saratoga Prime. And you are basically calling your family and friends to raise money to send children to MDA Summer Camp in Lake Luzerne.
Oh, I've got it. And the list is quite extensive. I know quite a few people that really participate in this. And you can go to the website, which is mdalockup.org/Saratoga 2017. I'll give that to you again, mdalockup.org/Saratoga 2017. You can see a list of the people. And there's quite a few people, right? How many?
Yeah, we've got about 60 jailbirds so far. We're hoping to get a couple more before the event on February 8th.
Got it, okay.
Yeah.
And the event itself is February 8th. It's a luncheon. It's a big deal. A lot of people go. And the goal is lofty, but you reach the goal. You were telling me, I think, $25,000 to $30,000 you raise, right?
Yep.
And that money goes directly into the camp program, and some of the money goes to research.
Exactly. I mean, we
Yes.
have 3 C's, basically cure, care, and champion. So it helps with the camp, it helps with our care centers, and it helps with research.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I've got it. What's the status on research?
We've had 2 recent big wins in
Yeah.
research. We had 2 neuromuscular diseases that had drugs for the very first time approved in the past couple of months. So a medication for spinal muscle atrophy as well as Duchenne muscular dystrophy were approved in the past 2 or 3 months by the FDA.
Wow. Okay, so if there was a cause to support, it's obviously muscular dystrophy, and if there was an event to support and help some of your friends who were in jail. This is a wild one. I love this one. I want to go back on the details again. February 8th, which is a Wednesday, Saratoga National. Please go to the website and find out, mdalockup.org/Saratoga 2017. You're going to recognize somebody on that list and make a donation. They're going to jail, so you got to get them out of jail, right?
Exactly.
Well, it's very nice to meet both of you. Thank you so much for coming in. It's a wonderful cause and a wonderful event. Really is. Of all the things that we talk about, this one is really something. All right. Very nice to meet you, Morgan. Great to see you, Kev.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.